we also talk about the fact that there's always more work to be done, and that more work to be done is done on a day-to-day basis. I used to make New Year's resolutions, and quite honestly, I had a lot of plans for 2020. It wasn't necessarily a New Year's resolution, but 2020,
We all did. That was like the year.
Yeah, because
it was going to be 420 all April long.
it
We
was
were
going to be a
like,
crazy
party.
thing. And then people thought, okay, you know what? 2020 is done. 2021 is going to be my year, and things kind of continued. And people are now worried that that's going to carry in. But there are things that I want to do in 2022 that I feel that I need to do. And quite honestly, if you are interested in that, because this is a debate too, and I've been thinking really hard on this, is some people will tell you, don't tell people your goals and your resolutions. That way, if you fail, no one sees it. And, just let them see the outcome, because there's so many haters out there. So you'll get more people trying to stop you from that success, because if you succeed, then they might feel guilty for not succeeding. Then there are other people who say, no, make it very clear what your goals are and what your things are, and make it accountable to other people. What are your thoughts on that? Because I have some things that I think I want to make very public come the new year. Things I've already been processing now, things I've already started to implement. So it's not necessarily that I'm starting in January, but in terms of the public bringing in the fans, friends, family, and having them go on this journey of these things, should I make that public or should I keep it quiet?
I guess that would depend on what the thing is that you're going to do. Like, as you were just talking about it, I was like, hey, I would love to try something new every single day for the rest of, for all of 2022. So I don't even remember what year it is, because like
and
that could be
every day.
Trying new foods, because as Timmy can attest, I literally, everything is basic, plain. I can't order off a menu unless there's a photo, because then I can see what it is.
So are you officially making that public, or is it you just saying this is something I would like to do? Like, would you make that public?
If I had enough ideas, I probably would make it public, and if the public could help me in choosing some of the things that I could try, obviously I would be documenting each and every one of these new experiences. But if the experience was to participate in an orgy, I wouldn't want the public to know or have
just crossing that
like
off the public
video
list.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, obviously if I'm going to record these things, I want to be able to put them out. So you feel free to send in your suggestions, and the newbie and I the newbie and I will go through the list. And 366. Is there a leap year? Is it a leap year next year? Why not? You know what? 366, because I will double up on one of those days.
I think that I'm going to make my goals public.
What did you just make me do? I'm sitting here going, what did I just do?
Yeah, I think I'm going to make my goals public. And so be sure to be following us on our individual social medias. I'm at The Real Timmy Boyle, Marijane Baker. And because I think we're gonna have some interesting stuff going forward. There are things though that
your eyes look different. You look very intent right now. Like, he's very intense.
No, I've been thinking a lot about this because COVID, I said the C word, I apologize. The pandemic, whatever you want to say, it shined a lot of light on the way I ran my business and
your life
and my life and just different things. And there was a whole lot where I sat there and said, you know what? Like, a lot of people have blamed the pandemic for certain things. So they say, oh, look how much weight I've gained because of the pandemic, or look at my business failed because of the pandemic.
Honestly, you can blame anything for everything and everything for anything, because it's not what happens to you. It's how you deal with what happens.
That's correct. Yeah. And I don't want to play the victim. And I've realized that I didn't set up my business, my financial world, in any way to prepare for this. And you might say, well, how can you prepare for a pandemic? Oh no, there are ways to prepare financially for stuff like that. There are health-wise and patterns in my life that that I got lazy with over the last few years because of going, oh, this thing's taking so long, and I kind of got off of my momentum. And so I just really see, and I think I want to bring the public in because I think the reason why most people don't tell their goals and their things is not because of a high thing of going, well, I'm just going to show them when it's done. It's some sort of like high moral standard. It's like, no, I don't want to tell anybody because I don't want to let them know that if I fail. Because if I fail, that's embarrassing. And I've taught, to my kids and to others, and you and I have talked a lot about that. I believe that the only failure in life is if you never fail, because that means you've never tried. And so I think I'm prepared to reveal the things that I've been working on. So it's not a New Year's resolution. It's not that I'm starting January 1st, but I will be bringing the public in to that personal journey. But it's stuff that I've been processing for months.
I just want to say that you guys have no idea how huge that is, because Timmy, as much as you see his posts online and whatever, he is very, like, there is a lot of him that he doesn't share. So the fact that he's bringing you guys in, I'm excited. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, well, you don't actually know kind of how I've been playing it out.
I have no idea. That's why I said I can see it in your eyes, and I don't know exactly what is going on, but this is huge.
Here's the thing that bothers me. Though.
About me?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
You're so cute. Oh, no.
Except when I find a lighter just in my fold of my pillow as I go to lie down. I'm bothered by the fact. So part of me, though, the perfectionist side of me, and we've talked a lot about this, about how you can't wait until you have everything in place to do something. And when we started this podcast, the podcast has been evolving along the way, and new things have been happening, and we've tried to.
I don't think we have everything.
No, we're still working on it. So thank you for watching, and we're still analyzing and figuring out, But we didn't wait, and I did that with my tour and stepping into stand-up comedy and all these things. And this goal of self-improvement that I want to make a public journey is something that it's like, oh, well, how should I structure it? I got to make sure I have, what are the elements I want to have in place so that I can show the public this product. And it's like, no, Timmy, just do it and let them follow along your journey, because it will give you accountability, but hopefully it will encourage people as well. So that's another reason why I think making your goals public is as much as there might be people who will want to stop you, there will be others who may be encouraged and want to follow you along. And this might be something that I do that is just, I don't have it all in place. I just want to have people follow along.
That's funny. As I'm thinking, I'm getting excited now, because not just about your thing. I'm super excited about your thing. But I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be doing like a bunch of random weird things that I'm so not used to, and I'm going to be out of my comfort zone, and you guys are going to end up with this footage that is either going to be hilarious because I tried eating something that I didn't like, and that in itself will just be comical, or I'm going to end up finding a bunch of new things that I do like, whether it's food. I keep coming back to food because, like I said, I'm very plain. But, like, honestly, give me other ideas. Like, I've never bungee jumped. I've never skydived.
Well, I've done both.
Never skinny dipped. I've never, like, there's so many things that I feel like I was 24 the first time I ever jumped in a pile of leaves. 24. I was 27 the first time I climbed a tree. So, very sheltered life. Please send me.
I was 27 the first time I had sex.
Well, that is true. I got you beat
and
there.
And 28 the first time I had broccoli. So.
Ew.
It's
broccoli.
Show me the steps of growth there. So follow that along. So that is our thing. And obviously with this show, we have no goals, New Year's resolutions on this show, other than to take it week by week and continue to produce something that we find both entertaining and educational.
I just keep searching for words of the week, and Strain's going to, I already do that one.
Well, that's the thing too, because you said one of the reasons why we don't put together these goals and want to make them public is sometimes we figure, well, I don't have enough to find a new thing every day for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to do that. Or like when we started this podcast, things like, I'm not going to have enough what gets me goings, which we're going to have today. I'm not going to have enough words a week.
Yeah.
How are we going to come up with enough ideas to do a weekly podcast? And it's amazing how much stuff is out there in this world, how much information, how much entertainment opportunities there are. And you really just got to take it day by day and set out with a goal. And if you don't meet the goal, guess what? At least you strive for the goal. And one thing that we've talked about too, here's a little thing. If you have a 5-year goal, ask yourself what your 5-year goal is. And then challenge yourself to accomplish that in 6 months.
He's so funny. He's like, take this and try and accomplish it like this. I do similar idea, except it's like 5 years in 1 year.
Okay, 5 years in 1 year.
Because after that 1 year, you're still a hell of a lot closer than you would have been if you waited 5 years.
Well, that's the same with 5 years down to 6 months.
Oh my God, that's
right.
Too fast.
But it should scare you. The resolutions and goals should. If you are comfortable with the goal you have set out, then it's not really pushing you. So if you say, I think I could possibly really challenge myself to do 5 years in 1 year and go, yeah, that seems good. I think that's reasonable. If I say I want to do 5-year goal in 6 months and you go, whoa, I'm sitting there saying, maybe that's the magic number. Because the moment you feel uncomfortable, that's when you're actually pushing yourself as a human being.
Okay, you got me there.